Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm popping on today because I wanted to share this mini album with you that I've created using the Graphic 45 Midnight Tales collection. I wanted to pop on and show you what I've done with some of the papers that I've had. As you might be aware, I don't know if you've seen my video the other day, but I got this whole collection with the patterns and solids, the 8x8 collection, the 12x12 collection, some of the ephemera, and the cut aparts and things. And I just wanted to show you what I've made with her. I've still got quite a lot of it left. It's Steffi's birthday coming up and I have made her this album. She always tries to make me an album or something for my birthday or for Christmas or whatever. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to stretch out and I'm going to make her an album back. I have made albums before, but I'm really pleased with how this one turned out. So I really wanted to share it with you. So I won't be able to pop this on until obviously she's received it because I want her to see it first. But yeah, so this is the album that I made. I did follow a tutorial from Let's Get Scrappy. It's Tiffany. She is fab. She's amazing. She's really down to earth. She's quite funny. Her videos are quite funny as well. This is a tutorial. Now, she only shows the pages, the page construction. So I had to kind of figure out the hinges and everything by myself. And she does tell you the measurements of the chipboard, which I've tweaked slightly. And I've done what's called the fold flap method, which I'll show you now. And I followed a tutorial by Michelle Allen for that one because it's just a different way of wrapping the chipboard. And if I'm honest, I really like it, and I'm really happy with how this one turned out. So I will link their channels down below just so you can pop over and check them out because they are really cool. But this album measures, it's quite a big one. It measures 7.5 by 9.5, I think it is. Yeah, 9.5, and it's got a 2-inch spine. Okay, so on the front here, I just cut out the front page, popped it up on some purple, used some photo corners and lifted it up slightly. I don't know if you can see that it's been lifted up. And I die cut some of these flower corners that I've got, which are really pretty, and I always forget that I've got. So I die cut that one there as well. It doesn't die cut very well. It's a very intricate die, so I had to be really patient with it. And I just put some gems on the flowers there and there. So that's just that. And I use the photo corners then from the sticker sheet. So on this one, I've like triple layered. So I've got my black, which I've covered the album with. Then I've got like an orange. Now you can't see in this orange, which I'm gutted. I shouldn't really have covered it, but it is like a metallic orange. It's like a pearlescent card that I got on clearance from Paper Mill, and it's absolutely stunning. And I'll show you, I've cut some tags and stuff with it, so I'll show you as we go further on. And then there's the purple, and then there's one of the patterns and solid sheet then. So I've left it very sort of simple. Then the spine then, so as you can see, try and get this in as much as I possibly can. It's like a fold flap method, so it doesn't actually, the cardstock doesn't wrap around. You wrap these pieces individually and then you connect them to the spine. And if I'm honest, it's much easier because whenever I wrap a chipboard, my papers always crack. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Doesn't matter what I do, however much gap I leave, sometimes they crack, sometimes they don't. I actually think it might be the cardstock, but I did actually use a Paper Mill cardstock for this. Now I will say that there is some little bit of, I don't know if you can pick that up. I don't know whether the camera will pick it up. No, probably not. There is like a little fuzzy edge, which I can see. You probably wouldn't notice it if you weren't looking for it, but I can see it slightly where the paper is pulling against the spine. But that's just because I've wrapped it, obviously, but it's not, it hasn't got that extra pull on there, so it opens out wide then. So I'll show you now what I mean by that. And then on the back then, again, I've just triple matted that and put the same pattern paper there. And then I've brought it along this edge, used a border strip and did this orange, metallic orange. I put a sticker there and I used this from Patterns and Solids as well and to decorate the back. Okay, so that is the front and the back, and like I say, then that opens out so it folds flat like that, which is good because you don't have this sort of, there's not going to be that, I can't think of the word, the tension on the book every time you're opening and closing it. It's a much better way of wrapping, I think. It takes a little bit longer, and there's people do it all different ways, but I really, really like this way, and I'd probably go. The only thing I don't know whether it works very good on is like folios and things where you've got like more of you've got more folds, because you'd have to obviously connect them all up to the spine pieces. So I don't know whether that will become a little bit more complicated. So I'd probably still use the wrap method for a folio. But yeah, it works really, really well with this. So on the inside cover here, I just did a big pocket, and again I used the black border strip. So throughout the book I've used different sort of matting colours. So for the inside, because I only had 5 sheets of the metallic orange paper, I used a grey and a purple here instead of the orange and the purple, and used the pattern paper. It's got a sticker here, and then I'm not sure if you can see from this camera. You know, I don't know whether you can pick up on the shine from that. Can you see the shine there? It's absolutely stunning paper, obviously. So I've just left that blank, so it just shows the paper, the cardstock even. And I've done a little tag here, there, like that. And I will say I ordered myself I'll show you now. Where is it? One of these corner chompers. I've got the stub and another corner chomper, but this is the one that makes the angles on the tags, and I'm so glad that I got it. It's just so much easier, because I know you can make them yourself. If you cut that end, you can move that end and you've cut off and put it that end and cut that bit. But then when you try and line up paper, you can never get it lined up properly. But with this thing, it's just so much easier. So you can have a large angle or you can have a small angle. So that's just a tag, and I've just backed that onto the purple. So the purple is the main theme throughout, because that is one of Steffi's favourite colours. So I did go for purple. Okay, so I've used my border punch throughout the book. And so this is the first page. There's 3 signature pages in it. Obviously that does, because I've only got a 2-inch spine, it can only allow for like 3 pages. You might get away with 4, I don't know, but you've got to be careful with your hinges and stuff like that. But yeah, the reason I like the 2-inch spine is because sometimes with albums, obviously the more pages you've got, the bigger the spine becomes. And you tend to find that the way that the album goes, because the spine is so big, your album sort of comes in like this. And I don't like that look. I like it to be more compact. So I really, really like the 2-inch spine on this one, because it's like way more compact, if that makes sense. So yes, it's got 3 signature pages. So they all do the same as what most albums do. This one, it's got magnets throughout. It just opens up like that. And I've added one of the embellishments so you can tuck something in the back of that, if you wanted to. And I just used some of the swirls from the embellishment and put that one up there, so there's plenty of room here for photos. Okay, and then in each page then is a pull out. I'm not going to pull them all out because I'll be there forever trying to get them back in. But yeah, I've just used the same border punch. I've used a strip of the orange because, like I say, I was running out, and I've just used some of the border strip, and I'll pull this one out completely. And then on all of them I've just put the grey backing card. So yes, so that is on each one of them. So I'll just pull that one out. I won't bother with the others because they are a bit of a pain to get back in and out, you know, especially when you're on camera, because they never go in properly, do they? So there we are. Right, okay, so that's the first page. So then it's the back of this page then is another pocket page. So we've got another tag here with this. I gotta be honest, this is my favorite pattern from the collection. And then I did another of the orange tags, and then this is a little booklet. I'm not going to undo the bow because obviously it just opens up like a booklet, and there's photo mats inside there where you can put photos in. And I've used orange like satin ribbon that I had from Stampin' Up! Ages and ages and ages ago. So yeah, so they go in there like that. And I've used the pumpkin collection for this bit here. So this second signature now, this opens out this way. Okay, and it opens out this way. So what Tiffany does as well is she cuts a 12 by 12. So you cut what you need here, and then these bits on the end then are used to mat this bit, so it goes all the way across there. And then I've left this purple bit blank because sometimes you can have a little bit too much paper, I think. And then these are pockets, so they've got the black border punch there, and then in here then I just put some of the cut parts and I cut out in a tag shape for the tags. So get back in there now. And I did the same for the other end. So it just opens out and there's a large area then for a photo if you wanted to put a photo there. So I close that and I use the sticker from the collection. And again, I love the oranges. It's mainly purples and oranges. There is like a green page. I didn't use a lot of the green patterns and solids because I wanted to keep it pretty much orange and purple. So this one here then is the back of the second page. So I will open this bow. I'll just have to tie it back after. So again, I use a satin bow. I put a half border strip here, punched out like my punch, and then cut them down like in half and then just layered that at the back. This is a pocket, so if I can, that is open there. So if you wanted to put a tag or something in there, you can. And then this is just a 6x4 photo waterfall. So I just literally, they are just black at the top and purple for the mats. So that's the waterfall there. I'll try and get a bow back in there, shall I? Shall I try and do a bow on camera? See if it works. Probably not. Oh, actually, yeah, I'm pretty impressed with that. Right, and then this one is the last page, and this opens up like this. So you just use the 6x4 cut apart, and again, I triple layered the mats. So it's really, really heavy. Ends up being heavy anyway. I used a sticker there. That opens up there, and I used the orange and some of the stickers from the collection. And again, then this is the pocket, and I just used one of the 6x6 cutouts that they had in there. I just love this paper so much. I do want to make one for myself because I'm really, really happy with how this turned out. And then the back of this page then, again, this is my favourite paper. So I put the picture of the witch then, abracadabra there, and then this flips up. So it's all magnetised. I got the orange paper at the top there, and then this looks like a pocket, and it is a pocket because it does hold these, but it actually is a magnetised pocket. So again, I got the purple pattern there, and then inside here is a photo mat and a tag. And then that just magnetizes back up there, holds that in place, and that magnetizes there. And then on the back here, like I say, I did add these ones on the inside because Tiffany doesn't go over the sort of the inside stuff that she does. Does she? I can't remember whether she does or not. No, I think she just uses pattern paper and just decorates these. So the one on the front, the pocket, I decided to do that. You mean, once you know the general way that you want the pages and that to go, this bit is just a sort of a free-for-all. So this is magnetized as well. So this opens up as the full sort of page area. Opens up there then with this purple, and again then is a pocket with a photo mat and one of the cutouts, so she can use it for journaling or whatever she wants to. And then trick or treat there. So yeah, so this is my album, and I'm really, really, really happy with how it turned out. Honestly, I had to figure out the hinge. Didn't have to figure it out, but I had to sort of do 1/2 inch gussets. And then because in her tutorial, I think hers was 7.5 by 9, and her pages were 9 as well. So I asked her, like, does she ever have the problem where if her page, sometimes because you don't cut straight, you know, some of the scores and things, they always end up crooked. I was worried that if I did my pages 9 and my covers 9, whether I would have like a sticky out bit at the top, and that would freak me out. So I said to her, would it make a difference if I just changed the length on the, because she said to change the page length, but I said, well, wouldn't it be easier to change the chipboard length? And she said, yeah, that would work as well. So I changed my chipboard length, so I had more of a gap here. So I've got 1/4 inch here and 1/4 inch here, so there's no chance of it overhanging the actual covers. So I made my 9.5 by 7.5 rather than 9 by 7.5. She said she doesn't usually do that, but she did for this one. And yeah, she liked how it turned out, but I just tweaked that myself. And it still worked out really, really well. As like I say, you could see I don't know whether you can see that because it's not the greatest light. It's absolutely sweltering in here. But yeah, it's like really compact. I don't know how you can see that. Like, the only thing I did sort of want to do on this is put a ribbon in. I was going to put ribbon in, but I completely forgot. So yeah, it didn't work out like that. So that is quite compact already there. So when Steffi puts photos or whatever in it, then it'll just bulk up a little bit more and it'll be like a substantial book. It's really, really lovely, and I just love the way that it looks, and my hinges went okay. It was one of those albums where I was like, oh my god, nothing's going wrong. This is amazing. So I'm hoping it all stays together for when Steffi looks at it. But yeah, I was just really, really pleased with this, and I'm going to be doing another one. I want to try and do a baby album for one of my friends in work, and I'm probably going to use this sort of method, but I might just do an 8x8 rather than 9. I don't know yet. I'll have to see, but I'll probably use the fold flat method because it's really cool. So yeah, so I hope you like that. Give me a like and a comment if you do. I'd love to hear what you think of it. I was going to put stickles in that on the front, but I didn't really want it to be stickly. I don't think it deserves. This paper is lush by itself. It doesn't need any glitter or sparks. So I just tried to make it as sort of generally less bling as I possibly could. I was going to put some flowers on there, but I thought no, because like when you open the book, then you don't want it to be jutting out, so it just folds nicely. And like I say, then I know Steffi has got this collection as well, and I know she loves it, which is another reason that I used it for her, because I know we both struggle to sort of cut out any graphic 45 papers, this one especially. So I wanted to make something for her so that she didn't have to, use a lot of her papers for something. So yeah, so there's a sticker there as well for a spider. I'm really, really happy with how that turned out. So yeah, give me a comment. And hopefully Steffi likes it as well. So thanks for joining me, guys. I hope you're okay and taking care of yourself in this weather, because my God, it is hot. And I shall speak to you all soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.